Oh, I am live. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. I had to put in some new key or something here, so give me 1 second. Come on. I need to be... Ah. All right, 1 second, everybody. I'll be live on TikTok here soon. I'm just trying something different in OBS, my streaming software. Oops, something went wrong. Okay, never mind. All right, let's get that YouTube chat live stream window open. Okay. All right, well, hopefully we'll get some people in here soon. Just want to make sure, just want to double check. Sorry for those of you watching in the future. I just really want to double check, make sure everything is doing all right. So... it says I'm live. All right. We're almost there. Okay, I think we're good now. All right, well, I'm going to go live on YouTube as well. Or not on YouTube, I'm already live on YouTube. I'm going to go live on TikTok as well. But as always, I will prioritize the YouTube live stream. So... okay, 3, 2, 1. I am now live on TikTok and YouTube. I should have probably had something planned to say during this intermediate time. Sorry again for those of you watching one day in the future. Okay. Hello, everybody hopping in on TikTok. I am live on YouTube. Should we buy or wait? Okay, you know that's my least favorite question. Good. Thank you. Good morning, user 969. Good morning, Bush Marvina Storga. Good morning, Arturas. What's up, Wamdem? What's my biggest bag? I mean, aside from Bitcoin, I mean, it seems like it's becoming LCX, given how much LCX has gone up. But I really don't know. After Bitcoin, it's like it's spread a little too thin for my liking. So, good morning, Jared. Hello, can you do research on OPSEC token? A lot of people asked that for the first time yesterday, and I don't think anyone's ever asked that before. I do have, yes, I have it on the list of cryptocurrencies I'm going to research, but not yet. My biggest gain coin, Solana. I mean, it's easily Solana, actually. So thoughts on Fed FUD? Fed FUD, what Fed FUD? Because, I mean, that was a question for when rates were at zero, and now, you know, and then are they going to raise rates or not? Right now, rates are high, and they're going to lower rates, and that may not be a great thing. Oh, man. Okay, good morning, Alan. I did not have the chat on YouTube. Everyone, I am live on YouTube. Oh, Fetch AI FUD? Okay, that must be what you're asking. I'm not worried about the Fetch AI FUD. It hasn't changed. The charts tell the news. The charts tell the news, okay? And so the charts are not telling me to be scared of any FUD with Fetch. It's 15. We call that 3 p.m., so hello in Norway. Predictions for Crow for the bull run. I made a price target video on my YouTube channel, World War Bitcoin, and I am live on YouTube. I will not be able to answer every question here, but on YouTube, I will be able to answer every question, so head over there. But my price prediction for Crypto.com is $1.80. And I made that video on YouTube where I did a deep dive into that. What percentage do you think the bull run will happen? Like 50-50. And I know that's, if you're talking about new all-time highs and euphoria like that, there's so many different variables. Let's see, what else do we have here? How about SPA? I don't know anything about SPA. Hello, user 637. Do you think OMI can 50x? I haven't gotten questions about Ecomi for a long time, and then yesterday for the first time I did. I have not analyzed Ecomi since 2021, so I'll probably need to look into that more to see what has people so excited again. So, hey man, normally get notifications for your live. Not sure what happened though in Australia. Tune in, but try what I can. Yeah, Jake, I don't know what happened. Something weird happened on YouTube with OBS to where I pressed that I was going live, and then it seemed like it was a few minutes before people hopped in. I was like, that's weird. So something's up. I'll hopefully get it fixed. Price target for fetch $10.09. Say please, your patience shall be rewarded. I have a say video dropping tomorrow on my YouTube channel, World War Bitcoin. Currently buying ICP, GRT, and Render. Cool. Sounds good. Capital Serg, good morning. AMP, I'm playing AMP for the bull run, for the retrace, excuse me. So I do not believe AMP's going to hit a new all-time high, but I own some, and I'm excited about seeing, potentially 10 or 20x gains. So yeah, VRL looks just fine to me. Let's see. BTC created by the government. All right. Sorry, I'm trying to process lots of different things here. Can I get your thoughts on Invest AI? I don't know anything about it. So have you analyzed Caspa? Again, all right, TikTok, it's getting hot again in here. I am live on YouTube, World War Bitcoin. World War Bitcoin. Head over there and I will answer your question there. So Caspa, I need to clean some things up on this chart here on my screen. For those on TikTok, I'm sharing my screen on YouTube. This was a hypothesis I had. It didn't work out. But listen, I drew this range, just like, I analyzed this, just looking at this range right here. I thought we were going to do something similar where resistance, support, and then in the range, and then we break out of the range. And so I started this new range, and look at that. I nailed the bottom right here. I made that range after that point. And then that was a perfect time to buy. And I've been saying to buy Caspa for weeks now. People have been like, oh, tell me more about LCX. LCX may still have more room to go up. I know LCX hit my price target, and I sold some, and I'm trying to buy back in. But LCX did fine. I've been saying I would rather buy Caspa. Last week at this time, I was saying I'd rather buy Caspa than LCX. We can't see your screen. Yeah, I'm live on YouTube. I know that you can't see my screen on TikTok. I like your new setup. You seem way too relaxed before. Yeah. Can you chart short term for Caspa? Just, I'd be taking profits at the top of this range right here, but we're going to break out soon. Any info on mining mag on Zahao Network? I have no idea what you're asking. Have you done a GRT price prediction? I have not yet. How do you buy Caspa in New Jersey? Other people, not me, absolutely, definitely not me, but other people might recommend a VPN, but not me. I've not done a GRT price prediction. That's coming next week. So Serg like Sergio. Oh, Portuguese. All right, I'm Portuguese just like you. Okay, Sergio. Yeah, I was saying Serge, right? I have a cousin who lives in the Azores named Sergio. So Virtual X. I already talked about Virtual X. It's doing just fine. I believe it'll get to $100 million market cap. Is Unizen dead? I don't know what Unizen is. Or I shouldn't say that. I've heard of Unizen before, but I've never paid attention to it. So let's see, and let me respond to why are there no financial advisors when it comes to crypto specifically the bull market? Financial advisors, they need to play it safe for their jobs. Their jobs are on the line. And crypto is especially risky. And so they're not going to get fired recommending IBM or Apple to you and advising that. They will get fired if they advise a 65-year-old man who has a couple $1 million to buy some crypto that loses 99% of its value. So they're probably never going to advise buying crypto. Unizen looks dead. I mean, but we could play the retrace. We could get back on the retrace here. So anyway, what do you think about LCX? Is a good time to get in despite the move up. I took profits at 34.5 cents. I set that up. You can see the chart. I'm live on YouTube right now. You can see it. I had that limit order. I set it last week. And so we could probably, I could see us double tapping that. That's a 618 retrace from its bear market bottom to its all-time high. But I don't think we're gonna get through the top of the golden pocket anytime soon. That's at 38.7 cents. So I'm hoping to buy back in. I already bought a little bit back in after taking profits. It dipped right after that level, and I would love to get back in the 20s. I do think it's going to happen. So is it too late on Caspa? Not necessarily. So good morning from Queens, New York City. Hello, King Mercia of US. Good morning. Gleecoin exchange with Visa is the next 100x. I'll look into that. So a lot of people, you ask me to look at different cryptocurrencies and then you don't tell me why. And then I see exchange with Visa and I'm like, all right, you know what? That sounds like something I should look into. So I'll look into that. Thoughts on Syntropy? I have not looked at Syntropy. You're welcome. Do you think we should buy with leftover funds? I feel like we hit the bottom. It's hard for me to say now that Bitcoin's at 40-something thousand, 44,000 or so. I have been saying ever since the spot Bitcoin ETF that I thought we would crab, and that I thought in February we would start to run up again, and that Ethereum would get to $3,300 by May 23rd. And so are we starting that right now? My gut is like just a little bit more of crabbing first. So I wouldn't wait too long. And the reason why I would say I wouldn't wait too long is I remember that 200-day range we were in. I remember the feeling that I had in late October, feeling like I had plenty of time to load up on different cryptocurrencies. And then really, I missed out big time. I waited a little too long. I got in on some, but I didn't gain the level of exposure that I wanted to entirely before October. We went up only for a few months. And I have a feeling that that's going to be the biggest regret. Thank you, F. Sheen. I have a feeling that's going to, like a month from now, 2 months from now, people are going to have the same level of regret about this time period. And they're not going to worry about, they're going to think, looking back, like, man, I shouldn't have worried as much. I should have just got in, with my favorite altcoins and everything. So I'm super distracted. Thanks again, F. Sheen. Unizen, you can play the retrace for Unizen. Honestly, I think there's at least a retrace that could come. Why are there no? Oh wait, let's see. Oh yeah, Syntropy. Yeah, I don't know anything about Syntropy. I'm not going to look it up right now. If you had 4K, what would you do with it? I would split it up between two of my top 5 larger cap cryptos right now, and two of the bottom 5, or not bottom 5, excuse me, two of the top 5 smaller cap cryptocurrencies. So I don't think 35 is in the cards anymore. Smaller cap cryptos. So I've talked about AOs. I just made an AOs video on my YouTube channel, World War Bitcoin, just this morning. I have on that list Dynex. I did have Zay. Zay's too inflationary moving forward. What was another one? LCX. I'd put some into LCX if you had $4,000. But then larger cap cryptos, Pendle, even though, so Pendle's ripping. I don't know what to say about that, but I'm going to do an analysis video later today on my YouTube channel. And then, I mean, some of the other ones, ICP, Injective, I'd be buying those. Thoughts on Wen and Zen, don't know anything about those. All right, YouTube, guys, on TikTok, I'm live on YouTube right now. World War Bitcoin. I saw a comment that VRL is in the chat giving me gifts. Yeah, you know what? Those of you, there were people who commented on my most recent VRL video saying it was a rug pull, and rug pulls do not look like that. FYI, they bought, how much was it? 500 million tokens on that dip and locked them up, took them out of circulation. That's not what rug pulls do. So anyway, do you think it's going to be a pullback to 38K for Bitcoin? All right, so we're at 44.8 right now. The longer we go, the more difficult it's going to be. I want an interaction with the 21-week EMA and the 20-week SMA. I believe we're going to have that before the next leg up. And so it could be that, thank you guys for the gifts. Crypto Nakamoto, I'm sorry to say I'm not going to be making a promotion for Homies token. But guys, Crypto Nakamoto has worked hard and made Homies token. Check it out. Just do your own research on that. So I believe we've got to move up. So we're going to move up with the bull market support band. We're going to have some kind of interaction with that. So we'll see about that. Where's Caspa selling? Not on Coinbase. I mean, go to coinmarketcap.com and see all the options. Yeah, I know it's more difficult. So near, what about it? You know, I give a price target of absolute best case scenario, $46, excuse me, not 46,000, $46. A more realistic target would be like 28. Any opinion on Bitcoin Layer 2 is very bullish. D says we're going to hit 55K this month. I hope you're right. I feel like the bull run will be earlier than usual, so it gives less people a chance to make money. You might be right about that too. We'll see. ICP, now that Bitcoin is at 45K, I would be buying ICP. Somebody must be, oh, he must be a great guy. Yeah, my cousin Sergio. You're not my cousin, are you? Unizen had $200 million in fundraising. Yeah, they're not dead then. Hey, what's up, Brian? Hello. Any good entry you recommend for spot now? I mean, I've been saying Caspa for 2 weeks, and now it's pumped, so it's too late for that. Thank you, Real Estate Broker and Media. Where can I buy VRL? You can get it on Mexi or Bitmart. And Bitmart's coming later this month. Mexi or LBank, or you could wait for Bitmart. It's coming on KuCoin and Binance. So, thoughts on gods? Sorry, Mohammed. I need to look more into what are good entries are right now. I don't have any. I mean, ICP at the 20-day EMA right now looks pretty good. So, gods Unchained. I have not looked into it. Bullish on crypto gaming. What do you think about Kusama? I like Kusama from a price perspective more than Polkadot, but I haven't done a deep dive on it yet as far as like price analysis, price targets. So Bitcoin to 50K. I hope you're right, Adam. Can you explain thoughts on arbitrage? I don't do any arbitrage. I would not mind looking into it more. So I don't know. It's early. Tarun, I would honestly, man, I would just look at the FAQ section in my profile. You'll get some feedback on that. It's a question. If I have 15K and want to make 10K or 10X, excuse me, can you make a video on what to have in it? If you had to pick between render and fetch, what would you choose? I would choose render. And I'm not scared off by the FUD with fetch. I'll be honest, I'm not. But I do like render a lot, and I like it a lot more than fetch. So buenas tardes. I totally sounded like an American when I said buenas tardes, everybody. Dude, crypto is dunzo. It is so dunzo. Yeah, you're right, man. Nelvis. Geek has a really good team. Cool. All right. Do I have that? I think I have that on my list here. There's Gleek. I'll add Geek, I suppose. Got to watch that IO's video. I worked really hard on the IO's video. I would really appreciate it. All of you, if you watched my IO's video on YouTube. Here's the thing. I know that, or AO's, I always pronounce it wrong. I know that some of you, because AO's has been shilled by an influencer with a large following, and so that may turn you off to it because is he being paid by the AO's team, all of that. But here's the deal. What do I say here? The research that I've done, there are so many different narratives with AOs that AOs can grab a hold of. Now, tech, whatever you want to say about tech, it's fine. But AOs is, there's so many different narratives. I'm just going to pull this up on my YouTube channel because I'm so being pulled in a bunch of different directions right now. So let me find AO's price prediction here. And AOs is like, they are a mix of Filecoin, Render, Internet Computer, Honey, Hive Mapper. People think of AOs as an AI coin, and it's much more than that. It's a mix of Theta and all that. The big narrative, the DPIN narrative that I hold a great deal of conviction that DPIN is going to be a huge narrative this upcoming bull run. So I have a list of potential narratives that AOs can take a hold of. We have the AI narrative. It didn't happen in 2023, could still happen in the future. It didn't happen. The reason why I don't think that that AOs took a hold of the AI narrative is because it was mostly with bigger AI cryptocurrencies like Fetch and Ajax. So we have the AI narrative that could grab a hold of the DPIN narrative, which I already talked about. DPIN was a term coined in 2022 by Messari.io. If you ever look at any of my videos talking about tokenomics, what you'll find is I give you charts from Messari.io. Messari is my favorite website to go to for data. Next thing I have on this list here is a post-Bitcoin all-time high narrative. A lot of DPIN cryptos that are labeled in the DPIN category are older cryptos. But you have this weird, interesting mix. You have Filecoin in there. I don't think Filecoin is going to do very well. But you have Theta, you have Render, you have VRA, a lot of cryptos that existed in 2021. A lot of those cryptos, not Render, but a lot of those cryptos I think are going to pump. VeChain's in there. A lot of those cryptos I think are going to pump after Bitcoin puts in a new all-time high. And so you're looking at Theta and Render and VRA and VeChain moving, and you want to find similar cryptocurrencies in that niche. I call it a niche. That might be another one where AOS grabs a hold of that. If there's a data storage narrative, I mean, again, Filecoin is not going to do well. All right, XYO and Anchor are deep, and I see your comment there. But if there's, all right, we have Filecoin, that's not doing well, but let's see if we can see storage or, oh my goodness, what's the other one? I just made a video on it a few days ago. It's not even all that really comparable. Arweave and Filecoin are two totally different storage cryptocurrencies. But anyway, people lump them together all the time. If we see Arweave and storage start to pump, AOs could pump in that regard. If we see a blockchain video streaming narrative, we see Theta and VRA starting to pump. If we see a decentralized computer narrative, Ether, very bullish on Ether. I don't have a price prediction for lithium. If we see a decentralized computer narrative, if we see what I think is going to happen with Internet Computer this bull run, AOs could also grab a hold of that. So I talked about all that in my AOs video on YouTube, World War Bitcoin. And I am live right now. For those of you on TikTok, I can't keep up with all your comments. But I'm live right now on YouTube. Search World War Bitcoin, and I'm sharing my screen. You can see it all here. So I'm sorry, I am way behind on comments on YouTube here. How many months later, Bitcoin breaking all-time high right after halving? You never know. So the way it's worked in the past, it's been about 6 months or so after the halving that Bitcoin has crossed its all-time high. I don't, this time could be different. I think it will be different in many ways. Maybe it's going to be front run, or maybe we're going to go through economic catastrophe before it happens. So, and then money printers turned on and we go to the moon. You never know. So Ether is not released yet. Bitcoin's pushing for 45K. Oh yeah, I see it. All right, I think there's going to be some resistance there. Will Bitcoin go down? I believe we have a little bit more of a crab. I don't think we're going to have a big breakout like right now. So if you had 30K left over, what would you do? Look in my FAQ section of my TikTok profile. Look at the smaller cap top 5, the larger cap top 5. And yeah, Orange and all the protocols on Bitcoin are going loco. Also, please check the injective killer Shido. I really like Shido. So I've looked at it a little bit. LCX is killing it. Still think 34 cents is top. I don't know. So I made a video where I set with LCX, I'm taking profits at 34.5 cents. And you can see here, you can see on my chart that was a good call for short term. Now, will I regret? It can break 45. Bitcoin can wick above 45. That doesn't mean that it's going to hold. So if it breaks through 45 officially, that sounds great. But you can see, so that was a perfect spot. It was right here at the 618 fib from the bear market bottom to the all-time high. Took profits. I missed out on a little bit of the gain there. Dumped immediately, which is what I'm not surprised that traders would do. And so where do we go from here? I'm hoping to get in the 20s, somewhere in the 20s for LCX. And that would be my guess as to what's going to happen. What do you think about a Dimension? Yeah, I know Dimension's pumping like crazy. I haven't looked into it. Let's see. Have you had the chance to look at Parsec yet? Nope, but it is on the list. It is officially on the list, Adam. So I'm getting there. SKL, IMX, Bitcoin Layer 2s with potential. Yeah, I've talked about IMX a ton. It used to be in my top 5. It is not anymore because of how much it pumped. Not bullish on Cadena. Scale, I just made a video yesterday on my YouTube channel talking about Scale. I bought some Scale yesterday looking at the chart here, and so far so good. I just thought that's the 15-minute chart though. This is a great looking crypto right now. Look at that, perfect. Wick, dump down to 0.5 retrace, 382 retrace, and then boom, 1.618 retrace, holding that wick right now. And then green day today. So API 3 videos coming soon on my YouTube channel. I like it as a play more than Chainlink. So BCH prediction, I don't have one. It didn't put in a new all-time high in 2021. I don't think it's going to put in a higher high than its 2021 peak. Prisma's on the list. I have not checked that out yet. All right, Manta prediction. I don't have a Manta prediction, but I think that's on the list here. And again, for those of you on TikTok, I'm live on YouTube. Search World War Bitcoin. I cannot keep up with every question on TikTok, but I am live on YouTube. Head on over to YouTube. So I don't have Manta on the list. I'll add it to the list, but what I did say, a couple things. Fundamentally, I do believe that Manta is undervalued, and I'm very impressed by how well they have held since their airdrop. So some people, let's see. Thank you. Thanks for your community help. Top picks for the next bull run. Are they mentioned on your sheet? No, but head over to my TikTok account. My top picks are mentioned there. I'll just name a few. ICP, Injective, Pendle. But those are for the larger cap ones. The IO of this video was great. Thank you for all your work. AOs, excuse me. Yeah, great. That's awesome. Almost 45K already. Let's see. Just don't be thrown off by a wick. You know, traders are going to take profits at 45K. So LCX prediction, $7.37. Some people saying Fetch could be the Luna of the last run. What do you think? No. First of all, I mean, Luna was a multi-billion-dollar, tens of billions of dollars market cap. I think like $50 billion. That collapse was epic. Fetch AI right now is, I think, like 100-something million. It's not getting up to where Luna was. And if it does, Well, no, it's not going to. It's not going to get up to where Luna was. If it crashes, it's not going to have nearly the same effect on the market that Luna had. So, Brian, thank you so much. Scale, how many X potential? Honestly, with Scale, I'm not thinking, if you're hearing people say, oh, Fetch is 450 million, sorry about that, but still much smaller than Luna. It's not getting anywhere near Luna. Dark Knight, I don't have anything short term yet. So Scale, let me talk about Scale real quick. I made a video yesterday reviewing Scale along with, oh guys, oh my goodness. I'm sorry, I know I'm all over the place. You've got to check out this YouTube video where Scale is in, because I found a cryptocurrency that you guys have been asking me to review, and I think this crypto is going to rip like crazy. You don't hear me talk about 100x all that much. And I'm not going to talk about 100x with this. Maybe 100x in market cap. Supply, I think, is going to double by, the end of 2025 or something. But listen, Clore AI. Look it up. Do your own research. Clore.ai. CLORE.ai. $30 million market cap. And Render, very much like Render. And you can see the data on their website. NVIDIA is backing Clore AI with a $30 million market cap. You can see the amount of GPUs being used, the computers being used, everything. You can see they are super transparent with their data. You can see all of it on their website. And I still haven't bought any because I just discovered it yesterday after you guys were asking me to take a look at it. Super bullish on Clore AI, man. So where to buy Clore AI? Go to coinmarketcap.com and find an exchange. I don't have any of the exchanges where you can get it. That's my problem right now. But I think MEXC is one of them. I just need to VPN it and stop messing around with that. So, oh man, I'm so far behind now. So Scale. I really don't think Scale would do more than a 20x because of their tokenomics. Maybe like a 10x. X meme on XRPL. Not looking at memes. Storage. Bullish on storage. I haven't done a deep dive on it though. Like as far as price targets are concerned. All right. MEXC. Coincidence. CoinX. Good. Manta prediction. Don't have one. All right. OMI passed 1.1 million volume and reached 0.0008 last night. It's having a healthy run. Any takeout on OMI? Takeout as in like taking it out. Was going to sell, but now buying. MEXC, Sambo, VPN. Other people, not me, not me, but perhaps other people would recommend that you use a VPN. So I need to look into OMI then. All right, 1.1 million volume. That's great. There's so much cryptos. Yeah, unfortunately, everyone says 100x. I'm not saying 100x for Clore. 50x. What do you think of Noia Syntropy? I don't know anything about it. Heavy on Pulse Chain. I have some. Opinion on this potential 10x portfolio. Pendle, Manta, INJ, ICP, and Stacks. You have some larger cap cryptos there. I could see a 10x, sure. But I do really like all of those, yeah. So do you have any targets on Kusama? I do not yet. Sorry about that. Let's see. Will Litecoin make it back to all-time high? I have a price target for Litecoin of $466. MXC or MEXC, same or different? I don't know, but MEXC, MEXC is the one that I'm talking about. Let's see. Just bought some Scale. I bought some Scale yesterday. Yeah, I really like it. So I'd love your opinion on Stacks. That's coming on my YouTube channel, World War Bitcoin. I am live there right now. Head over to World War Bitcoin. Stacks, it's got to be on the list. Come on. Oh, man. All right. I'm adding Stacks to the list. I can't believe Stacks is not on this list right now. Oh, wait. Yes, it is. Never mind. It's on the list. So that's coming in a couple weeks. Thoughts on Quant's weak performance during the mini bull run? Quant had a stronger bear market than a lot of other cryptos. I think we need a new all-time high for Bitcoin, and then Quant's going to rip. And then the hype, you'll get all excited and everything. I would be fine not owning any Quant right now, but buying it later. Smash up that like button. Thank you. Thoughts on XCAD? Nothing. XCAD is trash. It may not be trash, but XCAD's problem is that you need to use XCAD to buy NFTs on their platform. I made a video like in 2021 about XCAD. I was not impressed. I know that a lot of my peers in this space were partnered with XCAD, and so they had to talk positively about it. So I looked into it. Oh, wait a second. Shoot, that's XCur. Never mind. I don't know. Forget everything I just said. Oh my goodness. There are too many cryptocurrencies. Hello, Daro. Tau, very bullish on Tau. It's doubled since I bought it. That was another one that I was saying, hey, Tau looks fantastic right now to buy, but then it's doubled. HBAR, not bullish on HBAR. I'm not reading comments. I'm live on YouTube, and I've actually read some of your comments and responding to them. So I'm live on YouTube. I can answer every question on YouTube. I can't. There's too many people on TikTok. Loop ring price, please. I am bullish on loop ring. I know that it's been underperforming this bull run, or not this bull, or just recently. I think loop ring can get a new all-time high. Will it? I don't know. Will I play it for an all-time high? Absolutely not. Man, yeah, where are these retrace levels? I mean, listen, there's so much between now and a 702 retrace. There's more than a 10x. So, all right, let's see what's next. What's your price prediction for EOS? I'm not paying attention to EOS. I'm sorry. Like EOS, Dinosaur Crypto didn't put in a new all-time high in 2021. Don't know anything about Cold Stack. The problem with Tau is it's doubled since I said, hey, buy Tau, not financial advice. So what do you want to do? You want to buy Tau now after it's doubled in a few weeks? If you had 30K, yeah, I answered that, Johnny. Akash, I really like Akash. You know, render competitor, Cosmos Smart Chain, or Cosmos Smart Chain, Cosmos, in the Cosmos ecosystem. I love the Cosmos ecosystem. Pretty big market cap, 600 million or so like that. So don't expect it to 100x or anything like that, but I like it. Where can we get that Excel document? Is it even available? Yeah, it's in my in the description of all of my videos, not my live stream videos, but my regular videos. You can see the link to it. So Chlor and Mexi, yep. Bitcoin, let's go. Where's Bitcoin? Bitcoin's a little bit above 45,000. Link first price level for exit. I haven't looked into that as far as first price levels for exit. So let's see. Yeah, we'll see if we can break through 45. I know that it says it's above 45, but it could just be a wick. Oh, man. Make your video for Chlor AI, please. I literally just made a video yesterday. Let's see, Sui or Say. I made a video for Sui yesterday, or not yesterday, on Monday. I like it a lot. Too inflationary moving forward. Not many X's, but I like the ecosystem. I really want to look more into the ecosystem. Now, Say, video's coming tomorrow. So you're going to have to wait until tomorrow. And me again, your thoughts on AXS. All right, Axie Infinity. I've said, you know, all right, crypto gaming, pay to earn gaming, terrible tokenomics, but you need to have terrible tokenomics for a play to earn game. So creating that ecosystem where the gamers are rewarded for earning the token, but then the supply doesn't get too diluted. That's an incredibly difficult thing to do. And I don't think Axie Infinity is putting a new all-time high this bull run. Their tokenomics won't allow that. I would be looking in other directions, but sure, there can be several X's between now and then. So total market cap for crypto above 1.71 trillion. Okay. WWB, when you get a chance, dive into Track, True, and IOTEX. Yeah, I've looked into those a little bit. Track's on the list. I'll just say Track's on the list. Opinions on Fideum. So I looked at Fideum on coinmarketcap.com. I have not done a deep dive on it. I remember thinking like this looks pretty good, but I don't remember anything about it. So $8 to $5. I put $4.86 as my price target. Do I think AOs can really reach $10? Did I say $10? I said $3.40. It could reach $10. But my price target's $3.40. All right, Fidam. Let's see what we're talking about here. The ultimate all-in-one financial management platform. Oh, yeah. Okay. So what I saw with Fidam, the potential that I saw was kind of like similar to a smaller market cap injective. So this one has potential. I would look into their tokenomics a lot more because it doesn't look like there's good information on coinmarketcap.com. So where do you see render going? $35. Saw your video on AOs. What's your bull market outlook? $3.40. Can you see a big correction coming before the summer? I could see that. You know, sell in May and go away. That's a very real thing. George, thank you so much. Price prediction for Pendle, please. I don't have one yet, but market cap $10 billion. I would think that would be easy. Sell in May and go away. That is real. I mean, May 2021 was a big sell in May, go away kind of thing. May 2022 didn't look so great. May 2023, it wasn't that bad. So again, my line of thinking over the next few months is that we will go up ahead of the Bitcoin halving and ahead of the answer to your question, Chris, is yes. Ahead of the spot Ethereum ETF. The spot Ethereum ETF. That is, the deadline for that is May 23rd. I think there's going to be a similar build up to that for the Van Eck ETF, at least. There's going to be a build up to that. And then Ethereum will reach somewhere between $3,100 and $3,300, and a lot of your favorite alts will do well. And then that will be another buy the rumor, sell the news event. And then I could see us crabbing throughout May, June, and July, and August. And then who knows? Maybe August, we'll start heading up again. So we'll see. All right. Assemble protocol. I'm sorry, I know you've been waiting for a while. I don't know enough about Assemble. BCH price prediction, let's talk about that. Can you put S Fund on the list? Sure. If you guys want me to look at different cryptocurrencies, I would recommend saying why. So somebody mentioned Gleek and something that having to do with Visa. And I'm like, okay, cool. Yeah, Gleek. Daro, I made a video on my YouTube channel, World War Bitcoin. Head over there, hit the subscribe button. My Beam price target is 27 cents. 27 cents. Let's see. What do you think about Syncus? I'm not worried at all about Syncus. I know that their price has been dumping. It's been just trickling lower and lower. And, we're still before the bull run, or before the halving, I should say. I believe we have a normal cycle that everything's on the table and that we would see at least a $100 million market cap for Syncus. I think it's at 15, 20 million right now. You see a dip in the near future? My guess would be a little one. But I think if you're asking that question, do I see a dip in the near future? My fear for you, not financial advice, is that you're going to regret in a few weeks not having bought more and just waiting for that dip. So Omi on the list. Omi, okay, all right. Omi, you begged, so you're gonna have to wait a couple months. Maybe, I'll put it on 2 lists here. So let's see. Seems render goes down when Bitcoin goes up and vice versa. I don't pay attention to the chart enough to give you any thoughts on that. Ether is going to be a big one. Yeah, I agree with that. So can Aurora retrace to previous all-time high? No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Get that thought out of your head. If anyone is saying that, do not pay attention to a single word they say about literally anything ever. No. There's 20 times more supply in circulation right now than when Aurora peaked in 2022. It peaked in 2022. That's only 2 years, and its supply has been a 20x. Let's see. Shido price prediction, or can it get to $1 billion market cap? Yeah, I don't know where Shido's price is right now, but price prediction. So market cap 1 billion. Yeah, definitely. Jasmine, ICP is not a scam. No. Jasmine, I made a video with a price target of 11 cents for Jasmine on my YouTube channel, World War Bitcoin. Head over there, hit the subscribe button. And people asked me if I had taken into consideration not their unlocks, but their lockups. They have a supply lockup coming soon, and I did not. So I need to do more research into that. So, oh, by the way, we need you to make an exit strategy video. Yeah, eventually. Alex, you can take one coin to the bull market, ICP or quant. Which one you pick? ICP. Is MEXC safe? I don't know. I haven't used it. Pangolin thoughts, if any. I have no idea what pangolin is. Hello, AKZ. Caspa is pumping big. Yeah, guys, Caspa's pumping big. I wonder if anyone was on live streams or anything the last couple weeks saying, hey, Caspa looks like it's a good buy right now. I wonder if anyone was on the live streams the last couple weeks saying, hey, Tau, or a month ago saying, hey, Tau looks like at a great buy point right now. Hello, thanks for doing the chats. In the US, where's the best place to buy some of the small coins without VPN? Yeah, good luck. Last time I'll ask, Anchor and XYO. I got nothing for you. Maybe that's why. I mean, I've seen your comments. Daro remembers. Nice, Strawberry Man. That's awesome. All right, so best places to buy without a VPN. I mean, here are your options. You have Coinbase. Coinbase is increasing their options. You have Coinbase Wallet, which has a few more things like Pendle, but you're going to have to pay more fees to buy on Coinbase. I would check out Trust Wallet and MetaMask and Uniswap. But with Uniswap, if you're trying to buy a lot of these cryptocurrencies, you're going to have to transact in Ethereum, use ETH gas fees and all that, and so you're going to have to pay fees. And that's a big bummer, but that's what we have going for us in the United States. So MEXC is good. Pith is a good coin, yes, and that's coming. Pith is the chain link of Solana. It's going to outperform Solana. Or not Solana, outperform Chainlink. Did I miss the chat about Bitcoin? Where do you see us going? Where can we potentially retrace to? I just short term, I would say that we are near a bit of a top, but it seems unlikely we're going back down to the 30s. What I would expect again is for the bull market support band to rise, the 21-week EMA to rise to a level where Bitcoin has a quick, and I'm talking about razor lightning quick bounce off of the top of the bull market support band before moving higher. Whenever that happens, wherever the band is or the Bitcoin price is, I am very much in at that time. Pendle price, I don't have one. For those of you on TikTok, I am live on YouTube. World War Bitcoin. Bro, it's about to rip. We had the bear market. There's going to be lots of times we're going to be bored to death. YouTube, World War Bitcoin. And there's a lot of times you're going to be terrified, thinking, is it over? All right. Please check God's chain. God's Unchained, you mean? Yeah, sure. I'll add that to the list. Why is ICP not pumping after Bitcoin pumped hard? Because ICP did a 4x in just a matter of a couple months. It still needs some time to consolidate, to cool off. Please tell us why you're bullish on Pendle. Hydra. Man, I made a video on TikTok. It was probably the hardest I worked on a TikTok video in my life. Please watch that video. You sounded negative on Aurora. No, I'm bullish on Aurora. Just listen, if you hear me say that a cryptocurrency is not going to hit a new all-time high, I could still be very excited about buying and owning that crypto. I might be more excited about the cryptocurrencies that I think are not going to hit a new all-time high than the ones that I think will hit a new all-time high. And I'll buy those, and I hope and pray that every one of you thinks that the cryptos that I don't think will hit new all-time highs will hit new all-time highs, because you're going to give me plenty of time to exit. And So I mean, there's a list. I made a list on my TikTok here, on my TikTok channel, about cryptocurrencies that I do not think will put new all-time highs, but I have bought and I'm excited about. Off the top of my head, Gala Games is not going to hit a new all-time high. I own some. I'm excited about playing it for the retrace. AMP, Telcoin, VXV, not as excited about VXV. Man, what else? I don't think Dogecoin's going to hit a new all-time high. And Hex, I don't think Hex is going to hit a new all-time high. And Jasmy, I think I already mentioned Jasmy. That's enough. Play it for the retrace. Yeah, plus do your own research always. Yeah. Price prediction, I don't have one yet, but it's coming. Ether is coming soon. Awesome, yeah. BCH price prediction, again, I don't have one. All right, what do you think on Decentraland and Beam, Metaverse Gaming cryptos I'm interested in? Decentraland, I think will do better after the Bitcoin halving in a new all-time high with Bitcoin. Beam, I just made a video yesterday with Beam. 27 cents is my price target. I like Beam a lot more than Decentraland for short-term gains, at least for next term gains. You always speak negative about all-time high? What? Okay. Have you heard anything about Obi coin, a real estate coin coming from different exchanges? I have not. Maybe I'll look into it eventually. Where can I see that Excel? Comment description, the description of any of my YouTube videos. 2 favorite cryptos in terms of tokenomics. I'm sorry, I'm gonna give you the most boring answer I could give you. Bitcoin and Ethereum. But let's expound on this a little bit. Bitcoin and Ethereum have the best tokenomics. Bitcoin, there are increasing incentivizations for miners. Every halving Bitcoin is worth more. The amount of money that miners can make per day mining Bitcoin is increased, despite the fact that the halving cuts the supply in half. So there's a little short-term pain there, of course. Ethereum has hit the sweet spot for any cryptocurrency that I would want to own, that I would want to believe in long-term. Ethereum makes money, and they don't need to rely on their supply increases to make money. Like Algorand and HBAR and a lot of these other ones rely on diluting their supply through inflating it in ways that would make the United States with the US dollar blush. And so that's how they make money. Ethereum makes money, and so they can burn their supply. That is what I would want for literally any cryptocurrency, any blockchain to be able to do. Make enough money that you could burn your supply. So Render is well on its way to that, which is why Render moving forward, looking backwards, but moving forward, I believe is going to have phenomenal tokenomics. Internet computer is another one. You got to give it about 5 to 6 years with internet computer. There are estimates. I did a video on my YouTube channel. Will ICP one day be deflationary? No, right now, not anywhere near that. But looking at certain models, sometime around 2028, 2029, it is estimated that their supply is going to be deflationary. A couple other ones that are able to be deflationary, which I'm not buying either of them for buying low and selling high at least, Binance and Tron. We love to rip on Tron, but Tron makes money. All right. Next comment on YouTube here. World War Bitcoin. Hop on over to YouTube. Thoughts on the graph? Would now be a good time to buy? I think now's a good time to buy the graph. I mean, I haven't charted it recently, but I know that the graph has just kind of been hanging around here. I think now's a good time to buy. Give us your thoughts on Decentraland. Talked about that. Where do you buy small coins? I mean, other people will recommend that you VPN it. Oh, no, let me say this. I'll say this. I have Bitmart. Bitmart gives me options to a lot of smaller coins. And I at first had issues because I'm an American with buying on Bitmart, but I am also a Portuguese citizen. And so I have dual citizenship. And so I told them, like, I just typed in, hey, I'm Portuguese. And they were like, all right, welcome. And they needed no KYC after that. So read between the lines, you know, other people would tell you to do certain things with that information that I will not tell you. So All right, for those of you on TikTok, I'm live on YouTube, World War Bitcoin. I'm answering every question there. I'm struggling to answer every question there, but I cannot answer every question on TikTok. So, World War Bitcoin. You better be right about scale like you were about Tau, Cas, and Pendle. Oh man, you know, I was right about Tau, Cas, and Pendle. If I'm wrong about scale, I better watch out. I better be right. Coinbase wallet is probably the best without VPN and small caps. Yeah. Okay, give us a prediction for Ethereum. I am not in the business of looking at a coin market cap chart and then giving a price prediction. All these price predictions that you see on my spreadsheet are given through, for some, hours of analysis, and for others, years of analysis. I'm not just going to now throw out a price prediction for Ethereum. You're welcome. Apologies, call came in. Did you mention X meme? No, I did not, and I don't care about meme coins right now. Please give us your thoughts on Decentraland and other metaverse cryptos. I already talked about that. Metaverse will do well after in Euphoria. Metaverse is a Euphoria play, not right now. Beam doing well. What do you think? I just made a video yesterday on my YouTube channel. 27-cent price target. I noticed Crow stepping up advertising, seeing them on CNBC. That's what I've been talking about. All bear market. This is what I've been talking about. You know, you can get AOs on Coinbase. Crypto.com was like, if I could give a comparison, if any of you have ever watched Forrest Gump, that scene where Forrest Gump and Lieutenant Dan are on the shrimp boat riding out the storm. And you get to the next morning, they survived, their boat survived, and every other boat is crashed out of commission, and then they just get all the shrimp. All the shrimp goes to Forrest Gump and Lieutenant Dan. Okay. Crypto.com, you did not hear a thing from them during the bear market. Everything else is collapsing all around you. Everything everywhere, thank you, Big Jerome, is collapsing. You know, Voyager, BlockFi, Celsius, Luna, FTX, everything's collapsing. Crypto.com just kind of just sitting there, you know, all right, this is cool. And then here we are, 2024, Bitcoin halving's coming. And what have I been saying all bear market? They were shameless in their advertising in 2021. And they probably regret putting together a Super Bowl ad. My YouTube channel is World War Bitcoin. They probably regret doing a Super Bowl ad in February 2022. But they cooled off with the advertising, and then all of a sudden, like I've been saying, we're seeing plenty of advertising with Crypto.com. I made a video on Crypto.com with a price prediction. $1.80 is my price target. They are filling a void. There is a void in the United States crypto access exchange. And when Euphoria returns, whenever that is, and Americans are looking, the common crypto investor, the person who comes at the worst possible time, when they're looking for a place to buy crypto, they're going to buy crypto in the United States, at least, on Coinbase, Robinhood, and Crypto.com. So, yes, my YouTube channel is World War Bitcoin. There was a little bit of FUD around proof of reserves, but yeah, basically no problem. All right. LCX is giving me Theta vibes. What say you? Is that good or bad? I mean, I know Theta like went from a few cents to 50 cents to $16 last bull run. I really like LCX. If Bitcoin sticks to 45K, can you see us having a small alt rally? I could see that. I mean, all right, we got to look at Bitcoin dominance. I know Bitcoin's dominance has been rising. So flow is on the list. So, man, I really don't think it's going to hold 45K, but we'll see. So if it were to hold, so 52.85 is Bitcoin's dominance right now. You know what? I'm wondering if 55% was the peak, so maybe we'd put in a lower high here. And yeah, you could count that as a lower low. So maybe we still have a little bit more room to go up in Bitcoin's dominance, get up to 53.5 or something. Maybe. We'll see. What's your YouTube channel? My YouTube channel is World War Bitcoin. Do you think Aurora can get to $5? It's possible. Thank you, Kent Home Solutions. Really appreciate that. All right, what's next on TikTok? Or on YouTube, excuse me. What's the best wallet for ICP? I mean, you can get it on Coinbase. All right, deal. I know my Thanks for the follow there. Is Tau and Render still a good place to buy? Tau doubled in the last month. Oh, man. Oh, Tau. Oh, man. I bought Tau at like, what is it? $250, $225 or something like that. So Tau, you never know with Tau, man. There's such a strong case for it to do well. I just don't want to be sitting here saying like, yeah, now's the time. Buy some Tau. Here we go. All right, now that I have the chart pulled up, 390. You want to put a limit order for Tau if you're willing to be patient. 395.78. Thank you, Daro. Now looking at Render. I think Render's fine to buy. I mean, maybe we're going to get back to this level. I'd say maybe. Yeah, I don't know what to say with Render. Maybe we'd see it get back down to the 100-day EMA again. That's just off the top of my head. So, your video on Chlor Crazy Man looks promising. Yeah. Would it be smarter to wait, Johnny? I know you were talking about $30,000. I'd be investing some of that even now. So, Taro, thanks a lot. What platform do you use to trade, track portfolio? Oh man. Here's the problem. I'm not the most organized man in the world. I wish that, as far as tracking my portfolio, I got nothing. I'm so spread thin. For trading, I don't do much leverage trading. So I'll do 2x max, and I use Bitmart for that, but I don't even have any open orders right now. Prediction on Fetch AI, $10.09. I can't find your video on TikTok for Pendle. Would you mind linking it here? Oh man, it wouldn't be that difficult. It's just, it says Pendle on it, but I guess, yeah, sure. Give me a second here. LCX price target long term. I mean, at the peak, I would give it a $7.37 is my price target. All right, it is my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. It's my 15th recent video. So hopefully this works. I'm copying and pasting it in the YouTube chat. Here we go. Pendle. You're welcome, Ezra. Let's see. Thoughts on WLD? I don't know anything about WLD. Thoughts on Scale? ICP price prediction, $223.40. Scale, talked about Scale in a YouTube video yesterday. Head on over to YouTube, World War Bitcoin, hit the subscribe button. I do not believe that Scale is going to do much more than a 10x. I do like smaller layer ones. I like modular blockchains. We could see a huge modular blockchain narrative coming. The problem with Scale is their tokenomics. Scale is not moving. What do you think about that? Scale moved dramatically over just a few weeks, and you just got to be patient. I mean, my goodness. Look at this. Scale was at a little under 2 cents on October 19th. It went from 2 cents to over 10 cents. What do you mean it's not moving? It's moving. I love you. Is Coke Inu a meme coin? Everything that I'm familiar with, yes. IO's prediction, I just made a video this morning on my YouTube channel, World War Bitcoin. Let me see the price target for IOs. $3.40. Guys, Scale's not moving. Yeah, I was mad when it doubled. Yeah. Polkadot prediction, please. $48.33. Polkadot. No, $48.28, excuse me. It moved when you bought it 3 cents. Let's go. I didn't buy it 3 cents. I just bought yesterday. ETH ETF. Yeah, May 23rd is the deadline for the Van Eck ETH ETF. Costs, I don't know. VRL, I am perfectly fine with VRL. I did my due diligence. I like VRL. I believe it'll go to $100 million market cap. Price prediction for Say is coming tomorrow, literally tomorrow on my YouTube channel. So I'll give you that tomorrow if you're willing to wait and watch that video. 6 a.m. Eastern time. YouTube every day, 6 a.m. Eastern time, United States. I publish a new price prediction video. So every cryptocurrency you're asking about, as long as it's not a meme coin, I will answer. I will get to it, and we still have time. You know, I think I'll be making like over 300 different price prediction videos. We'll see. Prediction on Viot, I don't have one. I am bullish on it, so I still need to look into it more. I know I waited a little too long. Would it be just bad to DCA into all these alts up until the halving? I think it'd be fine, Johnny. Yeah. Should I hop on Beam X or should I wait for it? Beam X? Are you just talking about Beam? I think it'd be fine to hop in. Like, which sectors do you see performing better in the upcoming quarter, before and a little after the halving? Anything 2020, any of the older ones, I don't know. Anything that existed in 2020, I should say. If they launched in 2021, sure. I'd be looking into certain ecosystems. I'd be looking into the SUI ecosystem in the and Solana, you know, with Jupiter and several other things going on there. I'd be looking into Bitcoin layer 2s, the Arbitrum ecosystem. So price prediction for Polygon, $7.86. Thoughts on Tron? Oh man, Tron is so polarizing. And here's the deal. I feel the pressure to not say anything positive about Tron, but I am a guy, I just really, really like looking at numbers, and it is undeniable when you look at the numbers with Tron that Tron has a good thing going. Now, would I buy Tron with the expectation that it would do a 10x from here? No. Because Tron Tron's becoming pretty stable. You know, it had a very good bear market. It had a phenomenal bear market. But Tron, let's talk about Tron, their statistics. Number two in TVL with, I want to say like $8 billion locked in. They're behind only Ethereum. Tron, number 2 in revenue on a daily basis, behind Ethereum. They make over $1 million a day. And because Tron makes money, unlike Algorand, which makes hundreds of dollars a day, unlike HBAR, which makes maybe a couple $1,000s a day, because Tron makes money, they are able to burn their supply. Unlike Algorand and HBAR, which inflate their supply into oblivion. And so, what do we say about Tron? People hate Tron. Everyone hates Tron. Oh, hey, Crypto Chick, hello. Much love to you. Follow the Crypto Chick. But because everyone hates Tron, nobody, you don't want me to talk about Tron. And I don't want to talk about Tron. But then I see the numbers, and I'm like, I want to talk, you know, I should probably, if you're going to ask me about Tron, I'm just going to tell you the truth. I do not like Justin Sun, not even a little bit. And he doesn't have anything to do with Tron anymore. But something's brewing with Tron. Something's going on with Tron, probably in Asia. So VRL, Rocket. I just talked about VRL. So could you see Render getting to triple digits in the future? I'll do you one better. I've said that Render is going to hit $1,000 this decade. BCH price prediction. You keep asking about BCH price prediction. I said it's not going to, I don't think it's going to put in a higher high than it did in 2021. We are halfway through the bull market thoughts. Yes. Yeah. The real bull markets make you money. Bear markets make you wealthy. And we have been out of the bear market. So does that mean we're in the bull market? Yes. Now, the bull run, nah. Any news today? Bitcoin's pumping? Nah. Well, you know, I mean, listen. Bitcoin. Here's just what I'm struggling with right now. The spot Bitcoin ETFs are doing exactly what I thought they would do. They are acquiring insane amounts of Bitcoin. They together already have more than 3% of the supply. So thank you, Crypto Chick. So what's that gonna mean? You know, as they, and it's like people aren't even really interested in Bitcoin right now, and they're acquiring that much of the supply. What happens when it's all over the news? I don't know. There's so many different variables, man. It's just so hard to wrap your head around all of this. Love you too. The Root Network working with FIFA. Yes, the FIFA. Founders of Forbes 30 under 30. All right. Well, thank you, Ezra, for explaining why I should be interested in Root. Partnering with FIFA, any cryptocurrency that partners with like sports platforms like karate, you know, I'm less interested in them. That sounds like a let's get really hyped about buying this cryptocurrency because they're partnering with UFC. I mean, hey, that worked with crypto.com last time around. UFC and Formula One. So what happens when it's all gone? That's a great question. And again, you know, guys, you gotta be I have a course on TikTok, a series. I haven't talked about it much lately, but Bitcoin University, and I examined that. There's less than 1.9 million Bitcoin available, and there is going to be a day, one day in the future, where you're going to look back on February 8th, 2024, and you're going to remember this as like, man, I could have bought as much Bitcoin as my heart desired whenever I wanted to. There's going to be a day when every Bitcoin mine will just go straight under the table to nations and institutions, BlackRock, which might as well be a nation. Thank you, Crypto Chick, again. Thoughts on Duel? It's not moving. I've been saying for months now. Not for months. For weeks now. 2 months. Wait 2 months because of their vesting. So yeah, it's not moving because they have a lot of releases happening every day with seed investors, with their team, and that's gonna be done 3 months after their token generation event. What's your job? I'm hoping this is my job. So far, so good. I've been full-time in crypto in my life for 39 days. I started on January 1st, and I just decided to take a leap of faith and see if this can be something that, you know, I have a big family, lots of kids, a wife. I'm the sole provider for my family, and I'm hoping this works. So far, it's working. Thoughts on Ethereum for the bull run? Sorry, it's been a while. Thoughts on people who bought Litecoin at the top? Hold on. I don't know. Especially if you bought at the top in late 2021, it's going to get beyond that. So Ethereum, February 21st. Thank you, Dina. Thoughts on Orange? I've been asked for the first time today about Orange, and I've never heard of it before. I have not changed my opinion about H-bar. I like it long term, not short term. 4K, Matic or Pendle? Pendle. Would you please look into Retic? It hasn't launched yet. I'll add it to the list. All right, again, for those of you on TikTok, I can't keep up with this chat. There's no way. But I am live on YouTube. World War Bitcoin. I am going through every question on YouTube right now. There's no way I can keep up with the chat on TikTok. World War Bitcoin. Head over there and I'll be able to answer your question. All right, let's see. You're welcome, Albert. What do you think of BCB's prediction of Bitcoin only doing a retrace and no new all-time high? Yeah, I examined that. Yeah, I want to talk about that for a minute here. So, blockchain backer. If you don't know who the blockchain backer is, you should look into his content. He offers a different perspective, and I appreciate his perspective. And I want to say this too. In 2021, the spring of 2021, at least in the Northern Hemisphere, in April of 2021, he was saying we're topping out. And a lot of people were expecting it to go much higher, myself included, that we'd have a blow off top in the spring of 2021. We had a rounded top. He said it's time to exit. Bottom of summer of 2021, Bitcoin got down as low as $28,000, $29,000. And he, at the right time, turned bullish. At the peak in November of 2021, the blockchain backer, all that time, all the way up to the peak, as everyone was calling for $100,000 Bitcoin, again, myself included, the blockchain backer was calling for $72,000 Bitcoin. Now, he's not perfect, but he was right, more right than anyone else. And he was calling for a pretty significant alt season after Bitcoin got to $72,000. That didn't happen. So it's not like he's perfect, okay? Bear market, throughout the bear market, he was bullish at the right times. He's been very accurate. Now I'm mentioning this because he's an acquired taste, yeah. I mention this because the blockchain backer does not believe that Bitcoin is going to hit a new all-time high, and he believes that it will go under $10,000. And he's talking about his big theory is that the Bitcoin halving has much less of an effect on the price action, and that it's much more so it just follows the stock market. And when the Dow Jones and S&P 500 put in new all-time highs, then Bitcoin tends to put in a new all-time high shortly after that. That doesn't have to, it's not literally every time the Dow Jones puts in a new all-time high. So it's not an if-then kind of thing, but it's if this happens, now Bitcoin can do that. And so the big thing with what he's saying right now is that the Dow Jones is reaching a retrace level that is based on back from the 2008 crash. So you put a fib chart from the peak in 2007 to the bottom in March of 2009 on the Dow Jones, and you do a retrace, the 4.236 retrace, the highest point on most people's fib charts. The Dow Jones right now is within $600 of that retrace. So he thinks that's going to be the peak of the Dow Jones, and that the Dow Jones, the stock market, everything is going to crash after that. And that there would be a big catalyst introduced around that time that would send the stock market and crypto markets much lower. So I made a video on my YouTube channel, if, not when. My mindset has always been if, not when. If Bitcoin puts new all-time highs, all of that. Watch that video. I talk a little bit about what the blockchain backer is talking about that, but I talk about my own thoughts as well. And so I'm looking for one of three things to happen before I get excited. All right, I am sitting here and I'm holding on to my chair. One of three things to happen that would get me more excited. The Dow Jones just blowing through that 4.236 retrace, $39,300, something like that. The NASDAQ blowing through its 4.236 retrace from its dot-com bubble peak, which we're a little bit further off from that. Or Bitcoin blowing through a 702 retrace, which is $53,000, right at $53,000, right at a $1 trillion market cap. If one of those three things happens, I'm just going to breathe a sigh of relief, and I'll be like, okay, you know what? We can have some sort of bull run, whatever this looks like over the next year and a half. I'll be much more excited. So Wow, I'm so far behind. Berlin, I've talked about BCH a ton already. You were going to make a video about VRL. When are you going to make it? Banter. I've made 3 videos about VRL on TikTok. 3 videos. Watch those videos, please. Sui ecosystem is going to go into beast mode. Yeah, I still need to do a lot more research on it. Again, for those of you on TikTok, I'm sorry, I'm way behind on. I'm live on YouTube right now as well as TikTok. I can't keep up with all your questions, but head over to YouTube, World War Bitcoin, and ask the question there. Do you see Caspa and Injective going to a $50 billion market cap? I could see it happening. My projections for Caspa and Injective in terms of market cap are both. They're both $28 billion. Alephium. I did a short video on Alephium on TikTok here. Can we talk about Woo, please? I haven't looked into Woo enough to really give you any thoughts on it right now. Do you think FTM can reach $10? Probably not. I don't know where FTM is, so that's a much higher high. FTM does have better tokenomics than HBAR, but I like HBAR fundamentally more. That would be wild. Oh my goodness. Okay, yeah, I think I knew FTM's peak. I think that's its peak, $3.39. I would not be playing this for any hopes of it going to $10. So I have no thoughts on X meme, Serge. We should just replace Bitcoin with ICP. I'm never going to recommend replacing Bitcoin with anything. What do you think will happen with the big guys who will hold over 50% of Bitcoin supply? I'm scared, to be honest. Yeah. I'm scared too. That just means that, they're not going to want to lose money. But that means that they'll have a lot of an ability to control the prices. I don't think they'll ever get to 50%. That's too difficult. There's too much conviction with Bitcoin. Realm dead, all-time high 189, currently 0.0033. I don't know anything about Realm. Yeah, I'm sorry. I would wonder about its tokenomics if it's that bad. FIFA isn't the only partnership. They've got other stuff. Don't sleep on it. Okay, Ezra, I'll keep that in mind. Sorry, missed your thought on Coke. I mean, it's easy to miss it. I didn't give really a thought. I'm not paying attention to meme coins. Litecoin ETF. Elaine, yeah, there is potential for a Litecoin ETF. I don't know any dates or anything like that. So Bitcoin pumping now. It's having a good day. I could see $45,000. I know we've wicked above it. I mean, it's looking strong in the moment, but I could see $45,000 being a bit of a local top. So can you check out Cell Frame? It's up 50% on the hour. I'll add it to the list, but I would not be touching it if it's up 50% in an hour. Sir, please suggest long-term coin. Bitcoin. Render. Can you add Tectum to your list? It has huge potential. You can see the list here. It's getting longer and longer. So thoughts on Pond or Flux? I've missed out on DeSci a little bit. I'm trying to catch up with that. And I bought into a pre-sale for AGXT. So, I mean, Pond's up a decent amount, right? Flux has a lot of potential. Anything that's going to be branded a render competitor has potential. Flux. Yeah, Flux and Flow are both coming early March. Based on your vid yesterday, Chlor AI is a buy at these prices, correct? Yes, definitely, Civil Stranger. I mean, somebody told me that it's been pumping. I don't think that's just because of me, but let's see where Chlor AI is right now. 5.29% higher. Oh man, I think it was at a $26 million market cap yesterday. Do you think VRL will reach 10-cent area in the bull run? No. That's fine. Yeah, Chlor's at a good price right now. Why are people talking about Coke? I don't know. Price prediction for Neo. I have a high conviction price prediction for Neo. All right. Where's Neo? Would you consider managing a 100K portfolio? Oh my goodness. That's so scary to me. I mean, man, we'd have to talk about why would you want me to do that? I am not a financial advisor. Send me a message. I'm not too excited about that, honestly. All right, so Neo, for those of you watching on my screen on YouTube. Price prediction for ADA and Matic, $4.86 for ADA, $7.86 for Matic. Neo, man, look at Neo, and this is a concern that I have for HBAR. So Neo, look at this. This is a retrace from its bear market bottom, from its 2018 all-time high to its bear market bottom. You can see it just interacted with the golden pocket, did a 6.6 retrace, and then dumped, hung around the 382 level, and then did a 702, a perfect 702 retrace. Now, I mean, like managing any portfolio, Rokas, I'm not, that's kind of scary to me. 702 retrace. Wallet concentration. Neo has an extremely concentrated supply. Like their top holders, like their top 10 holders own something like 75 to 80% of the supply. I'm just guessing off the top of my head. So there it is. There's the retrace. So I think that Neo is going to do something very similar this time around. Another 702 retrace. So where would that put us with Neo? 702, $100.94. If I were to see Neo get up to $100.94, I would do the highest conviction 20x leveraged short that I could possibly do. Because that is the target. That's when the whales decided we're exiting. I could see the same thing happen again this time around. Hello, Capture London. Another Bitcoin pullback. I don't know, but again, we are topping. What coins are making passive income for you and where? I'm in the Cosmos ecosystem for that. I just think this is a bit of a top. Like 45K is a bit of a top. Nothing crazy. So Cosmos ecosystem, I'm staking Injective and Celestia in the Cosmos ecosystem. All right, guys, I've been live for an hour and a half. I'm going to, yeah, deal. I totally agree. I'm going to end the TikTok live stream. And if you want to continue with this live stream, I'll be live for several more minutes, maybe like 20 more minutes on YouTube. Head over to YouTube, World War Bitcoin. Smash up that like button, hit the subscribe button, all that, but head over to YouTube, World War Bitcoin, and we're going to continue this chat on there. Otherwise, for those of you on TikTok, have a great rest of your day, and I will see you next time. All right, give me a second. For those on YouTube, on YouTube, give me 1 second here just to get things reoriented. And let me plow through some questions here. All right, Dante, I am so sorry. You've been waiting for a long time in Sweat. I don't know anything about it. I'm assuming it's some like exercise related thing, right? So let me just check real quick. I'm not going to do any kind of deep dive on this right now, but yeah, Rose and Runes, man. Yeah, it's cool here. So $66 million market cap, 30.07% circulating supply. I'm assuming that this is like one of those exercise to earn cryptos. This chart does not surprise me in the least bit. I mean, it did launch in 2022. So you got to be concerned. You got to be mindful of what their tokenomics are. Sweat is a highly popular mobile fitness app that was first launched in 2016 with over 110 million users. The app sets out to motivate healthier living by rewarding users for daily physical activity. I'd have a hard time buying this because if they're going to reward users, that means that their supply just has to consistently increase. And so it's going to become more diluted. Let's take a look at the price versus the market cap here. Look at that. Yeah, always do this on every cryptocurrency you ever look at. You see price is just like flatlining. It's dead. Market cap's almost at a new all-time high. That's gonna be what Sweat's gonna look like. I don't think it's gonna go anywhere near its launch day price here. So, what are your thoughts on WLD, WorldCoin, right? WLD. Here's the issue with WorldCoin. Forward-looking, their tokenomics are terrible. So I would not be touching WorldCoin. I don't know exactly what their vesting looks like. $294 million market cap, circulating supply 1.24%. You've got to look into their tokenomics. That's what so maybe this is a slow drip over many, many years, but I would assume that it'll be closer to 80%, whatever, fully vested by in a short time. So yeah, Neo did that. Thoughts on Harry Potter Obama Sonic Inu coin? You never know. I'm actually going to look this one up because I remember looking at their chart a few months ago and being like, man, this thing could have some legs, believe it or not. All right, let's see. Yeah, Neo, I already did Neo. It's going to hit 50K by the end of the month or before. If so, I can see a 75K Bitcoin. I hope you're right. Life is short. Maybe it's just the bull run now. I mean, this is kind of surprising, honestly. It's like, it's not dead. There's some signs of life with this cryptocurrency. And, you don't have to worry about inflation with Harry Potter Obama Sonic Inu 10. So what are your views on Woo? I have not looked into it. You know what? I'm going to add it to the list. Get lots of questions about it. So come back in March. Can you do more trading videos, please? I will eventually, like closer here. My plan is if we see a new Bitcoin all-time high, I'm going to mostly be focusing on trading videos. So until then, mostly what I'm looking at is, the common question that I get, should I buy now or wait for the dip? And so I did an LCX video last week titled, should I buy now or wait for the dip? Making fun of that question, and also telling you, should you buy now or wait for the dip? I have one. I'm going to make another one on Pendle today. Should you buy Pendle now and wait for the dip? Those are going to be more so my technical analysis videos, or trading videos. Check DOP data ownership protocol. I'll add it. Let's see. Can we talk about API 3, please? I did talk about API 3 a little bit already. So let's see what comes up here. Probably Dude Perfect and Mr. Beast. That's what my kids watch all the time. So API 3, what people are going to talk about with API 3 is like, hey, this is a new and improved, it's not new, but an improved version of Chainlink. And that might be true, but API 3 there's not going to be some kind of flippening with API 3. So if you're hearing people hype up the possibility of a flippening with API 3, I would take that with a massive grain of salt. But I do think it's going to outperform Chainlink over the bull run. So let's see. Can you add Assemble protocol in Spirix to the list, please? I will add one of the two. I think Assemble might already be on here. No, it's not. Never mind. I'm going to add Assemble. XRP will be the only one that matters. You're right. Not really. They don't need 50% to control the market. Yeah, that's true. Thoughts on VeChain? Big fan, but worried about breaking bear market resistance. And cheers. Thank you, Kevin. I think VeChain is going to be fine. The thing that I said about VeChain in the video that I made where I gave it a 33-cent price target is just like, okay, the price isn't doing all that great lately. Older cryptocurrencies, and VeChain's a very old cryptocurrency by cryptocurrency standards, they are going to underperform right now. Litecoin, VeChain, XRP, XLM, a lot of those ones that existed in 2018 that still have some life in them, they're underperforming right now. after the Bitcoin halving, after we see a new all-time high, whenever that comes, I think VeChain's going to rip. And so I looked at a lot of their data with their mainnet activity, things like that, and VeChain is growing at a steady rate. So I think VeChain's going to be just fine. So what do you think ICP is going to do in the next bull run? I have a price target of $223.40. So there we go. Thoughts on LimeWire? I've talked about LimeWire. LimeWire is going to be an epic pump and dump. Pump first, you know. So should you buy some LimeWire based on that? Maybe you should. I had no problem buying LimeWire, but you've got to get out. You've got to take profits aggressively. So LimeWire is not the same LimeWire. It is, by the most technical definition of the word, is it the same LimeWire? Yes. But two brothers in Austria, serial entrepreneurs, bought LimeWire, and they bought all the rights to LimeWire over a span of a year. They bought all the rights to LimeWire, and so they can say, "I am the CEO of LimeWire." And that's going to get a lot of people excited about LimeWire. LimeWire was once on 1/3 of the computers in the world, at least that's what Wikipedia says. And it's not the same LimeWire at all, fundamentally. They have, the thing that makes me think it's going to be an epic pump and dump is they have aggressive vesting schedules. And it's over the first 12 months of LimeWire's existence, something like that. It's something like, I think they're all going to be fully vested in 2025. So maybe not the first 12 months, but they're going to be fully vested in 2025. That communicates to me, if they're not with a 36-month or 48-month vesting schedule like what you see with a lot of other cryptocurrencies, newer cryptocurrencies, that communicates to me that they want to take all their profits out, or as much of their profits out in 2025, which is when they're thinking that euphoria is going to return and everything's going to go crazy. So I think LimeWire is going to lose 99+% of its value from whatever its peak is, whenever that comes, to its bear market bottom. Your sell order hit on LCX, right? Yes, it did, and it was a good point. I just sold 1,000. I didn't want to play with fire. I already bought. I bought $400 of the 1,000 that I sold. So I have a little bit more LCX in that regard. I bought it at 32 cents. So we'll see. I do think we're going to see a double tap of that price target. I was close. I sold at 34.5 cents. It got to around 35 cents. So is Akash network decentralized going to be better than Render? Not based on the fact that it's decentralized. So yeah, I looked into Akash. I like it. I like it a lot. I don't really, the fact that Akash is decentralized and Render is not, didn't really make me like, oh yeah, I got to get Akash. Akash is better than Render. I am perfectly fine with the fact that Render is centralized. What that communicates to me is like they want to, the Render team, whoever they are, they want to build something to make money, and I'm along for the ride. So, but I do like Akash, yeah. Thoughts on Mint Layer? I made a shorter video on Mint Layer on my YouTube channel here. Oh yeah, that's the reason why I was here. So Mint Layer, you can see, talk about Clore AI, Clover Finance and Scale, Cubic, Prisma, ArcBlock, Zeta Chain, and where is the Mint Layer one? Manta, Brilliant, and PAL, and then Mint Layer was the first one in there. I think there it is. Mint Layer, Aurora, and API 3. Talked about those. So your system has gremlins this morning. Uh-oh. I hope you guys are hearing things fine. Anything on Zilliqa, I'll just say I'm more bullish on larger cap layer ones because I do think that they can become access cryptocurrencies. And I'm bullish on smaller cap layer ones because they can increase in market cap more. But those middle of the road layer ones, there was never anything that impressed me about Zilliqa. Could it get back to its all-time high? Sure, it could, but we'll see. What are your top 3 biggest bags going into the bull run? I don't know. I have a decent amount of Injective, LCX, AOs. I mean, aside from Bitcoin, I have a decent amount of Dual. Got to wait a couple months on that, though. I have a lot of tau now. Yeah, talked about API already. I'm not gonna. Yeah, everything I've already said about API. That's where I'm gonna leave it. So, did you own any ChainGPT? What's your thoughts on it? I don't know much about ChainGPT. Interesting name, ChainGPT. I don't own any. 404. Rune, no problem. I've been doing some product interviews with them, so I'm interested. It's got my eye. Oh, Sweat. Okay. 84 million market cap. 8 million and 9 million in volume. That's not bad. Chart looks good. Nice big cup here. You know, I could totally see a cup and handle thing forming here. This might be a good one to buy right now, based on that. Circulating supply, 38.2%. You got to be careful with that. Wait, let's see that in comparison to market cap. Ooh. No comment. That wouldn't prevent me from buying ChainGPT, what I just saw. So not seeing much. Oh, token release schedule. Here we go. So they're on their way. Wow. I mean, man, they're going to be 100% vested by, when is that? That's August 2026. What about 2025? They're going to be pretty, oh man, their tokenomics forward looking. Ugh. I mean, this might be a great one to buy in the next bear market, and it's probably still okay to buy, but man, that is, All right, anyway. Rune, please. Thorchain, that's coming. I'm sorry. My problem with Rune is I haven't really given them much consideration since their third hack, which happened like 2021 or 2022. But February 15th, next week at this time, I have a video coming on Rune. Thoughts on Alephium? Wait a second. How long have I been in crypto? Hold on. Sorry, I'm behind. ICP is the way. I make a lot of ICP videos. Hey, love your content. Is there a website that shows the crypto dominance? Yes, Masari.io. So look up cryptocurrency. What's the next cryptocurrency? The question next. API 3. Let's look up API 3. And how long have I been in crypto? There's a difference between been in crypto and owned crypto. I have owned crypto. Well, I bought my first crypto in December of 2013. And that first crypto was Dogecoin. Been in crypto, I've been making content since 2020. And I would say, for the most part, that is when you could say I've been in crypto. But I've always, like before then, I was very much in crypto. So market cap. So, all right, I'm on Masari.io. This is my favorite website for data. I went to API 3, charts, market, and you can see market cap dominance. And you can see API 3's market cap dominance all time. So it's a small enough crypto that you're not really seeing much as far as, it says less than 0.01%. But you can see here, market cap dominance February 14th of 2022, 0.02%. Right now, right around 0.02% still. So another thing that I'll point you to on here is supply all time, circulating supply. All right, it's done 2.5 since around the time it's peaked. That's not the worst in the world, but pay attention. Let's see, Solana has long been one of my favorite bear market buys, but then, went from $7 to $126. And so I don't see more than like a 5 or 6x left for Solana. I do have a $694 price target for it. What are your thoughts on Crow and Beam? Good 10 to 20x potential. Well, I'll show you my price targets. Beam, 27 cents. Crow, $1.80. I'd recommend watching both of those videos. Also, you think the metaverse will make a stronger comeback this time? I don't think it's going to be stronger. The metaverse rally that we saw was largely because of Facebook changing their name to Meta. I think there's going to be a rally in metaverse. So IMX price prediction, $12.89. Where can I get your prediction spreadsheet? My non-live stream videos. I share the link to my spreadsheet in all of those. Why isn't anybody talking about Gnosis? What's your prediction on this? I looked into Gnosis a little bit at one point. I really did like it. I just don't remember. I guess I didn't like it enough to buy any. So number 99 in market cap. Wow. 639 million. Supply is 86.32% diluted. Only 3 million Gnosis will ever exist. GNO tokens. That is interesting. Oh, okay. You know, put in an all-time high, new all-time high in 2021. I like to see that. It's on its way back. From that perspective, I mean, I do like putting some money into cryptos that put in a higher high in 2021 than it did in 2018. So decentralized infrastructure on Ethereum. I feel like I should already know more about this than I do. Its mission has always centered on experimentation and building decentralized infrastructure. Blah, blah. I mean, just the quick glance at it, it looks fine. Thank you for making these videos on tokenomics as well. Thank you. Thoughts on stacks? Very bullish on stacks. I don't have a price target video yet, but February 18th. What's wrong with IQC? It's why it's not pumping like Solana. I'm pretty disappointed. IQC? I hope you're not talking about Internet Computer. What is IQC? Yeah, I don't think you're talking about Intelligent Quickly Chain. Oh, yeah, never mind. I should have read the next comment. ICP. ICP did a no, excuse me. I'm wrong. It did almost a 6x in 2 months. It's absurd. It needs a little bit of time to consolidate and cool off. You're going to sell your ICP, and what you're going to do is you're going to chase the next thing that's already pumped. You're going to buy some LCX. You're going to exchange it for LCX, and then LCX is going to crab, and you're going to be asking the same question 2 months from now. Why is LCX crabbing? In Internet Computers pumping? And if you keep on, if you are going to be that impatient, this is not for you. Zilliqa just talked about Zilliqa. Thoughts on BNB? BNB, there's a lot of FUD with BNB in the bear market. My price target is $1,822.74. Market cap dominance 4%. BNB did just fine in the bear market. So, are you on CoinMarketCap to get those charts? Yeah, CoinMarketCap. I'm not sure. Are you talking about Masari? The thing from Masari. CoinMarketCap, LCX. Thoughts on artificial liquid intelligence? Haven't really looked into it. Very small market cap. AI crypto, so it can do well. Just watch the IOs and start a node just in case it really is a 100x. Wow, man, that's huge. I'm curious to see how that goes for you. What are your expectations over the next 6 months in layer 1 and alt markets? I believe that layer 1s, well, what do I say? All right, Ethereum, I'm basing everything off Ethereum. I believe that Ethereum will be $3,300 by May 23rd. And so alts will rip. Other, the so-called ETH killers will kill it. And we'll see that affect all alts. Bitcoin's dominance will go down if that happens. So that's over the next 3 months, 3.5 months. After that, I think that is going to be another buy the rumor, sell the news event, just like the Bitcoin ETF was. We should get into some good airdrops. Yeah, I'm in it a little bit. Can you check Stratos? Is that on my list, my smaller list? No. I'm going to add it to this list, but I'll look at at coinmarketcap.com. My buy for quant just triggered, starting to swap XRP for others. Okay. Cool. Where's quant right now? 104. $30 million market cap. Circulating supplies on the lower end. That's some interesting movements there. Volume's terrible for this. Right now, at least. Man, that chart's kind of ugly. I mean, from a tokenomics perspective, man, this doesn't look good. Next generation decentralized data mesh that provides scalable, reliable, self-balanced storage database and computation network. I mean, given that it has such a small market cap, and it's in that sphere of the Filecoin, Arweave, storage. You never know with crypto. Here's what's going to happen with Stratos. This is what's going to happen. You better be paying attention to this every day if you want to buy some. Big, violent move up and then right back down. Thoughts on Theta and Mina? I'm not super excited about Theta. Maybe I'm crazy. It's just been, man, I hate having to clean up with charts. Like the fact, man, listen, Theta, their tokenomics should not allow it to have put in a lower low on October 20th. This should not have bottomed out on October 20th. Theta should have bottomed out in December of 2022 and just gone higher. This price action, given the fact that Theta is not inflationary, that's a problem. Now Mina has a lot of hype. I know that's been doing well lately. It did not fill my stupid. I should have gone to the wick here instead and set a limit order there. I set a limit order for 87 cents. It didn't fill. I should have done 96 cents. Mina has a lot of hype. It had a lot of hype. It's the lightest, the smallest blockchain in the world. 28 kilobytes or something, whatever. Technology doesn't exist for that yet, but I think it could. I don't know about their tokenomics. I think their tokenomics are actually pretty terrible. We'll see about Mina. Cubic. I looked into Cubic the other day. I wasn't too impressed. But somebody pointed out that I was looking at the wrong website or something. I need to revisit Cubic. Yeah, so 4 times as much supply and circulation now than when they peaked in 2021 for Mina. What was the price target on BNB? It was $1,822.74. Why did XMR get delisted? I would assume that XMR is the most well-known privacy coin in existence. Yikes. And I would assume that it got delisted because of possible regulatory concerns coming. So I've been saying, I do like XMR fundamentally, but I have been saying for a while, man, XMR, Zcash, a lot of those privacy coins, they're going to have to overcome a lot of hurdles. Can Dent reach all-time high again this bull run? All right, Rose and Runes, I'm going to your question. Never mind. Girardi, your question's the last one about Axlar, and then I'm done. So, Dent. Can Dent reach all-time high again this bull run? Ooh. No. No, it can't. Will we dump again from 45 to 46K? I think dumps are going to be pretty minimal right now. Oh, man. All right. That's a good sign. Breaking through 45. I would not be YOLOing at this moment. I would at least want an attempt to bounce off the 20-day EMA. But I'd be looking to buy at the 20-day EMA. So 20-day EMA, I can't say what, I mean, the price right now is at 42.8 or something like that. But 20-day EMA is going to move pretty quickly up to the upside. Pulik still on pre-sale. I'll look into it eventually, not right now. Which crypto gets you most excited at the moment in the D-pin space? It's got to be AOs. What are your thoughts on Chlor AI? Algo Trader. I made a video yesterday, and I could not contain my excitement for Chlor AI. Watch that video that I made yesterday. Oh my goodness. It is the total package. I am super bullish on Chlor AI. Personal question, how many cryptos do you hold? I don't know, maybe like 50. Don't need names, just the amount you hold. I'm holding 20 plus and want to consolidate myself if I should. It matters, the thing that it doesn't matter nearly about like dollar amounts or anything. It matters about time. Do you have the time? Do you have the time to monitor your 20 plus different cryptos? And this is a do as I say, not as I do kind of scenario, because I don't have time to monitor 50 cryptos. And yet here I am. I mean, I kind of have time to monitor, like, just being on this live stream. All right, OMG, D-Pin is super cool. Fell down that rabbit hole last week. Yeah. What do you think of Axelar now? I own some. I'm fine. It hasn't been doing well lately, but I'm not worried about it. Ooh. Got to draw some fibs here. And this is the last question I'm answering. Oh, come on, baby. Ooh. All right, so it's right at the 702 from swing low to swing high. And it's a little higher. This looks beautiful. Double bottom right there. Now, it's had a good last couple days, but I would not have any problem buying right now. That's a swing. That's a perfect swing pattern failure right there. I like this as a play right now. All right. Like I said, that was going to be the last question I answered. I've been live for 2 hours. I've got a few other things to do today. So thank you all for your time. And if you have not hit the subscribe button, I would greatly appreciate if you do. I am making content every day. And yeah, otherwise, I will see you in another video. Peace.